Congratulate Professor for the nomination to serve in this ministry. I also want, it's not really a conflict of interest, but just to declare that Professor Magoha was actually my boss when he was the DVC A&F at the University of Nairobi, and I was a senior accountant. Having said that, I have two quick questions. The first one, we are required by law to assess the ability, experience, and qualities. Those are three parameters of a nominee. And looking at your CV, your resume, and your experience, you have the experience, the ability speaks for itself. So I will confine myself to qualities. And number one is the public service that Kenyans can remember about you have been in two places. There are others, but these are standing out. Number one is University of Nairobi. And number two is being the chair of Kenya National Examination Council. There are people who have praised your ability to run or to steer those institutions, but there are also critics. And your critics say that you are too mechanical in your approach to management. When you came to the University of Nairobi, you actually, there used to be a lot of strikes, but the way you dealt with it is like suppression and dictatorship. And you went to NEC, and there were a lot of issues with exams. And you have, somehow, it appears to us you have fixed it. But again, or you are among the people who fixed it. But again, there is the feeling that it is mechanical. Now you are going to the Ministry of Education, where you are going to deal with the NAT, KUPPET, and the rest, who are known for strikes. Is it true that you are mechanical in your approach and you will take it to that ministry? And what are we prepared for? Because we also know that NAT and KUPPET are very combative, and the future of our children would be at stake. And what are the long-term measures that you have instituted at NEC that would instill integrity into the system, so that when exits George Magoha, professor, like you are exiting today, then we would be proud that what you started there would continue. Finally, I want to take you to your declaration of your source of income and statement of your net worth. And just quickly, I've picked out two things. Under your income from rent, and this I'm asking you because you're getting into this office and you must be so transparent. 2018, your income from rent was 2,967,690. 2019, it is 1,472,883. And 2019 is only 2 months. I average the rent, average rent is 700,000. For a whole year, it should be close to 8 million. How come your rental income has jumped all of a sudden? Is there some project, some property that you developed which got completed last year, which is giving enhanced rental income? And if that is the case, where did you get the funding to do that? Finally, on your statement of net worth, statement of net worth should reflect your assets and liabilities. Offset it and get the difference. You are telling us here you have a home in Nairobi and one in Yala. You have buildings in Nairobi, parcels of land and forest in Yala, including domestic animals, motor vehicles, treasury bills, cash in fixed deposit account, and cash in bank, which are estimated at 250 million. I don't know whether it is because of space, but this committee would be interested in a little more details about what you own, so that after 2 years when you're declaring your wealth, we will be sure that either you have increased your wealth acquisition or it reasonably remains within acceptable limits. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Suba, I'm just throwing the question back at you. I can have an agreement which means I'm paid my rent every 6 months. I can have an agreement where it is paid every 1 year. And what I went is to look at my accounts and declare everything. If there was a renewal of contract at that time, they give you additional deposit and so on and so forth. So you should be rest assured. But on the issue of my declaration, I am thoroughly organized. Mr. Speaker, sir, if you want to peruse, it is at your level. Every 2 years, every public servant fills these forms. I have them for 8 years. You can peruse where the money came from. It is with government. And I have brought them from the year 2009. How I filled and declared. So if any member would like to have a look at them, that's also fine. Because by the time I was being employed by the Kenya government, I'd been outside the country for more than 16 years in an oil boom-rich country. I wasn't so stupid. I was investing money both here and elsewhere. And the trail is there, Mr. Speaker, sir. So I would like to assure honorable members of this chamber that I am as naked as you would want to look. And the documents are here. If you wish to have a look at them, you are welcome. Point of view, you are correct as a financial person. There is a unit that I jointly owned with my wife, which had been empty for a while and was rented, and also negotiated rent for the other house at that time. All that detail can be provided if you want.